right in the heart of Istanbul. Underneath all the noise and energy of a huge modern city, there's a silent, submerged palace. Today, we're going to explore one of the city's most incredible and mysterious landmarks, a place of ancient beauty that's literally hidden right under your feet.
You know, have you ever walked through a historic city and just wondered what secrets are buried down there, just out of sight? Well, let's find out what's really hidden beneath the streets of Istanbul.
The answer is, honestly, something that sounds like it's straight out of a fantasy novel. It's a silent, submerged world, a place that's just brimming with myth, mystery, and incredible architecture. Okay, so our journey begins as we head down deep into an ancient world that, for centuries, was pretty much hidden in plain sight, a monument to an empire's ambition.
So this is the Basilica Cistern, or as it's known in Turkish, Yerebatan Sarnıcı. And at its heart, it was built for a very practical reason. It was a huge underground water tank. I mean, this was a massive feat of engineering, designed to supply filtered water to the great palace of the Byzantine Empire. It could hold up to 80,000 cubic meters of water. Just think about that. The timeline here is just mind-boggling. Construction started way back in the 6th century under Emperor Justinian I. Yep, the same guy who built the Hagia Sophia. For hundreds of years, it did its job, supplying water, but then it was pretty much forgotten after the fall of Constantinople. It wasn't until much, much later that it was rediscovered and eventually became the amazing landmark we can visit today.
But, calling it just a reservoir, that really misses the point. This place feels like a submerged Byzantine palace. It's a true architectural masterpiece, built not just to be functional, but to show off the power and the smarts of the empire, even in its hidden spaces.
To really understand the sheer scale of this place, you only need to remember one number: 336. That's how many massive marble columns are holding up the ceiling. 336 of them. And each one is 9 meters, or about 30 feet tall. What's really cool is that many of them were actually repurposed from older Roman temples. It was a practical thing to do back then, and it's why you see this incredible mix of fancy Ionic and Corinthian designs. It creates this dreamlike effect, like you're walking through a forest made of stone. And the feeling you get, it's just powerful. The moment you walk down those stairs, the heat and the noise of the city just disappear. It's replaced by this cool, silent air. Walking on those platforms just above the water, it really feels like you've stepped into a completely different, ancient world. But beyond all the incredible architecture, there's something else. The cistern's deepest and most fascinating secret: the mystery of Medusa. So, as you walk through this forest of columns, all the way to the far northwest corner, you'll eventually notice that 2 of them are different. They aren't sitting on normal stone blocks. They have very, very strange bases. The bases are 2 gigantic, beautifully carved heads of the Gorgon, Medusa from mythology. But this is where it gets weird. Their placement was clearly deliberate. One head is placed on its side, and the other one is turned completely upside down. So the big question is, why? Why did that? We're pretty sure the heads were salvaged from an old Roman pagan building. But why place them sideways and upside down? Was it some kind of symbolic act to neutralize the power of a pagan idol's gaze? Or was it just a practical choice by the builders to make the columns the right height? Nobody knows for sure. And that unsolved puzzle is what makes this place so compelling. And even now, after all our modern research and study, the most honest thing you can say is pretty simple. Their origin is unknown. That one fact just kind of hangs in the air down there, as cool and mysterious as the cistern itself. And that deep sense of mystery, it's a huge part of the whole atmosphere. Because visiting the cistern isn't just about what you see with your eyes, it's about how it makes you feel. It's a total shift for your senses. You get this cool, peaceful break from the chaos of the city, and the only thing you hear is the sound of dripping water. The lighting they use now is really dramatic, creating these beautiful reflections on the water. It's so cinematic, in fact, that it was used as a backdrop in the James Bond movie From Russia with Love, and was a major location in Dan Brown's thriller, Inferno. So, let's pull all this together. Why does this place still captivate us? Why do thousands of people visit it every year? Because it's so much more than just an old Byzantine reservoir. Which brings us to a final question. I mean, what is it really that makes a 1,500-year-old water system so magical? At the end of the day, it was infrastructure. So where does all this enchantment come from? Well,
Maybe the answer is that the Basilica Cistern is this powerful physical reminder. It shows us that history's greatest wonders, its best stories, and its deepest mysteries are often hidden from view, waiting just beneath the surface for us to come and find them.